Not to say that that was the wrong thing to do for those officers, but still think about that. Why are we the ones detained and not the other people?
So, like, now we in Sacramento, and, you know, Sacramento has, you know, gang population, gang culture and stuff like that. Would you ever expected that your ops would be some political groups or something like that? Because, you know, I saw the video too. I didn't see no colors. I didn't see no hand signs thrown. I just saw the reason that you were attacked was because of the color of your skin.
Yeah, I feel like they were scared. And I feel like when it comes to the political side, I never expected for me to have to, like, look at, like, a Proud Boy or a Trump supporter like they're a gang, you feel me? Because they really are. The way their mentality is, it's like a set. It's like seeing some suckers or something. They really want to pop off. It's ridiculous. For pure malice. Pure, like, maybe they were scared, but they're grown-ass people. Like, I'm an 18-year-old boy. These girls were probably maybe 19, 20, but they were smaller than me. And, like, if these people are scared of us because not only the color of our skin, but I guess who we choose to back politically, that really just kind of shows what's going on inside the United States when it comes to people getting forced into certain groups. Because if you can't back who you really want to back in the country where you're supposed to have free speech, then what the fuck is it really? It's not gonna work for anyone other than the white man or whoever, or whoever's in power. And usually, who has it been? The white man. I hate to use that because I'm white too, but you can't say that that's not part of their problem.
What's strange, man, is that they was flying Trump supporter and Proud Boy stuff, but now, I mean, it's not like you showed up with your ballot receipt showing that you had voted for Biden. You know, so for them to come after you, I didn't see no other reason other than the way you look. I mean, you know.
Exactly. And that probably comes from the fact that they had a little bit of tension in their self because, okay, they see these two light-skinned girls and they see this darker, light-skinned nigga. So he's more of a threat because he's obviously with these people because not only will I happen to show up with them, but with my skin. And usually when people make assumptions like that, and it was literally a fucking ocean of white people. So it's like, okay, if he's not with us, he's obviously with the other side. And they made that quick adjustment and thought that, okay, he's obviously a threat. Like, if they're gonna make that adjustment in thought off of just the fact that the way that I look, that just shows the ignorance inside of me. So I don't deal with it as hard as other people have dealt with it. But I've had my own run-ins with racism, like from young people to old people, and I've realized that it comes from two places. You're either taught it, or you lived in a certain area where a bigger demographic of another race is there, and then you've had bad issues with them people, and then you usually just force it on a whole group. And that's a very ignorant way to think. But I can still be around white people, I can still be around Trump supporters and still try to hear where they're coming from. But when it comes to them Proud Boy shits, like, that's a whole different thing. Like, a Trump supporter and a Proud Boy are two different things. Because a Trump supporter is just a civilian that's trying to do something with politics. A Proud Boy wants to be a soldier. That's a wannabe right there. That's a wannabe gangster, wannabe military, wannabe security. Like, and if you want to be like that, then you're gonna get what the fuck you get, bro. Because Trump don't give a fuck about none of us. Nigga only cares about money and what can get him more money. I don't understand how people can still follow this man after he's lost the election. Like, you guys are still flying these flags so high, like it's really turning into a gang or something. Like, it's weird. Like, there was this family that drove through my town, Rancho, right, with a fucking big ass Trump flag, and the little kid was out the flat, like the top with it, like, nigga. And if the police would have seen some niggas do that with a burgundy flag or a blue flag, or niggas would be pulled up on and arrested. Like, so I don't get the favoritism in that. Like, there's favoritism when it comes to that. Like, it's like they want that shit. And what I've realized, like, from some of the police officers, I feel like there's some secret Proud Boys, you feel me? And then I feel like there's some that actually are doing their job. And I feel like the police, the two officers that had detained me, I feel like they were just here doing their job. And what's like you notice I'm mixed, right? The cameraman's mixed. We're really not black or white or whatever. We're a completely new race, but they try to put us into a group. Like you've ever realized how young Mexicans are, how young Portuguese, like these races are really young races, and these are newer races that they gave newer names because they were actually trying to progress these people. But when you start getting newer types of people and you keep grouping them into the same shit, you're gonna do nothing but it's gonna fuck up the pot, man. It's gonna fuck up the pot because you can't start grouping people in that aren't that are the same but aren't the same and don't have the same exact problems as someone that would have been born in the 50s. You feel me? So it's really difficult to understand or wrap your head around certain shit because.
And it wasn't even something you were even forced to think about until it landed on your doorstep.
Exactly, because you don't think that you have to think about these things because all you're trying to do is get through life. Like when I was little, I didn't even know I was black. Like nigga, my white uncle told me I was black. He was like, "Welcome to the club." Like you don't realize these things until you're taught these things. Like it don't matter to you. Because your skin don't matter. It's what you see. It's what you're gonna do with what you see, what you can touch, what you can. But all these people's minds have been manipulated and twisted and pinned. Like it's so messed up. And these people are so ignorant to it that they just go along with it.
So I seen your album cover, and guess you can thank them for that. You know. And so I didn't see anyone else being cuffed or anything. Did they arrest you or did they just cuff you?
They cuffed me and they put me in a car over there. But there was two other arrestees, the two women that were with me. The one with the red hair, she was right next to me for a cool minute, but I don't know where she went. And then the white lady, I have not seen the white lady or nothing of the white lady. So I know that there was two other detainees though.
What was the explanation for putting you in cuffs and putting you in the car?
My safety.
Okay.
They were saying that if they wouldn't have arrested me, that it could have gotten worse. And, well, they couldn't just let me walk on the streets because they would have tried to jump me or some shit. But, which I could understand that. Because realistically, think about it. There was a fuck ton of, this is why I said that what they did was not wrong. Because imagine if they would have tried to round up all the Trump supporters. That shit would not have worked. You round up the least, you got to round up the people that are not there. Wait. You gotta round up the least numbers, like the people with the least numbers, because it's faster, it's quicker, and you could dissipate that a lot quicker. But if you're trying to round up like 100 people, well, there's only 4 other people, that's gonna do nothing but waste time and resources. So they were just trying to get the shortcut, and they were like, all right, let's grab the people that are in these fights, these people that aren't with the Trump supporters, and then try to funnel these Trump supporters out of here, which they didn't until after that happened, which makes no sense. It's like they were wanting that shit to happen, kind of. But again, I feel like that's only certain officers, because I do feel like there's always going to be good people. And I feel like the two that arrested me were good people, because they could have took me to jail. They could have, but they didn't.
Yeah, because you hadn't really committed a crime unless, you know.
Yeah.
You know. Now, so you never made the video shoot?
No, I went to the video shoot. I had the whole cut and everything. I was leaking in the video shoot. That's gonna come out soon. FFMB Journey.
And what's your social media handle?
I got 2. It's Y10s and then Dison Tha Dawn.
Third Acorn wanna thank you for this interview, man, and
thank you for letting my voice get out.
We're gonna be checking for you, man.
I got a couple projects that I'm gonna come with. I got this little SOP one. I got a Dyson being Dyson project out right now on my Tense Productions YouTube. Dison Tha Dawn Tense Productions. You can check that out. Please run it up. Subscribe to me. I need the love.
All right. Third Acorn out with Dison Tha Dawn, Y10s. Check them out. Follow them on social media.